Peace, y'all. Peace, peace. Come on in. Come on in. Like the live, share the live. What's happening, E-Flow? Peace. Too Gracious. What's happening? Star Checker. What's good? What's good? What's good? Noble. What's happening? Peace, y'all. Like the live, share the live. We in it. We in it. We in it today. I got some time today before I go back to work. Got some time today before I go back to work, man. Hey, we about to do a major Atlantis recap. We about to do a major Atlantis recap with some stuff in the middle. So I hope y'all ready for it. I hope y'all enjoy it. We're going to get started in a second. We're going to let some more people get in here. So please like the live, share the live. And we're going to get started in a second. Let me get my paper plane together. What's happening, TR Matt? Peace, peace. Peace, peace. What's happening, Key? Key in the building. Peace, peace. If y'all new to the page, let me know you new to the page so I know how far to go. Angelica, what's happening? If y'all new to the page, let me know you new to the page so I know how far to go. Shout out to all my OGs. Like I said, we about to do a big Atlantis recap. So get ready, get your coffee, get your paper plane, carve out like an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? If you at work, just listen for an hour or two. We about to get it in. So peace, y'all. Peace, peace. Hey. Share it to your Facebook, share it to your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Share it to your friends list and everything. So yeah, about to get it in. Ah, shit, hold on. Damn. I'll do it next time. Picking up your medicinals. About to be ready. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. I feel it. Peace, y'all. Peace. Hey, you already know what it is. I'm about to set it straight off today, man. Look, sources, books, man. We about to get into it. Hey, got the Lion's Mane coffee twerking. Yeah, we about to get into it. So, the American Negro is the American Indian. We're going to start right there. But the American Negro goes a little bit deeper. So, without further, what's any things forgotten? So, without further ado, all right, welcome to Signs for the Conscious Mind High Learning Book Club. I am Signs. Welcome to the High Learning Book Club. Shout out to all the OGs, the in-betweens, and the new folks. If you new to my page, let me know you new right now in the comments so I know how far to go. We about to get into big Atlantis recap. All right. Oh, and Atlantis just means America, right? But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to all the new folks. So now let's get into it. Let's get into it. First of all, let me show you the map. we got that out of the way. So anytime we mention Atlantis, we're just talking about America, right? Get what's happening, my ancestor spirit? What's happening, Quan? So now, right? So now when we get into it, right? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Can y'all hear me? All right. Atlantis is literally just a group or civilization of Europeans that died off. No, they wouldn't. Atlantis was never in Europe. But anyways, sit tight, you might learn something. So now we're getting into the geological sketches. All right, geological sketches. First, we got to understand this about the geological. So in the geological sketches, right, America is the old world. We already established that Atlantis is just America. America is Atlantis. America's the old world. Atlantis the old world. Firstborn amongst the continents. Right? And it was falsely denominated as the New World. America / Atlantis is the old world. All right? All right, y'all got it? Atlantis is the real old world. America is the old world. Okay? Can y'all hear me? We good? Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right. All right. So now we're going here to this book that was withdrawn from libraries, right? As y'all see the stamp, it says withdraw, means they took it off the shelves in the library. This book is called Atlantis in America, right? Navigators of the ancient world, okay? Navigators of the ancient world, right? Atlantis, navigators of the ancient world, okay? And we flip the page and we begin right here, chapter 6, okay? We're going to go to chapter 6, right? Plato's Atlantis, from myth to reality. Okay? From myth to reality. And it states, where was the Atlantis of myth? If you are presently upright in any part of Americas, you are standing on it. Okay? Peace, peace, she energy. All right? Remember what I just told you, right? Showed you the map. What is Atlantis? Atlantis is America. America is Atlantis. They're the same thing. Where was the Atlantis of myth? If you are presently upright in any part of the Americas, you are standing on it. Atlantis never sunk. You're still in Atlantis. Okay? Plato tells us to the Timenius and again in the unfinished Kritas that Atlantis was a real, not imaginary, island continent. Right? Right? Island continent. Just like the map I just showed you of Atlantis, which is America, called Atlantis Insula, meaning Atlantis Island. We are an island continent. And it was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, Straits of Gibraltar, right? Africa. In or across the Atlantic Ocean. Okay? Gibraltar is Africa. So they telling you that Atlantis or America was beyond the Pillars of Hercules, or the Straits of Gibraltar, which is Africa, right? Okay. In or across. It is important distinction. Most scholarly translations from that of Sir Francis Bacon. I got Sir Francis Bacon book too. We're going to jump into it. Most scholarly translations from the Sir Francis Bacon, a proponent of Atlantis in America in the early 1600s, to Sir Desmond Lee, Cambridge mentor who work on Plato led to be knighted in 1961, place Atlantis opposite the Straits, or as the opposite continent. Okay? The opposite continent. Okay? Plato called Atlantis an island continent, and later re-emphasized that it may truly be called an island, meaning that unlike Europe, Asia, and Africa, there is no land connection to another continent. Ah, man, Atlantis was in some Europe, Mediterranean place. That is preposterous. It's not big enough, for one. All right? Atlantis is described as being larger than Libya. Okay? At this time, Libya is the continent. Libya as in what you call Africa today. Atlantis is bigger than Africa. It's bigger than Libya. We know that. We know that. Okay? Appreciate that follow. All right? We already know that. Then defined as all Africa, west of Egypt, and Asia, a term by which the Greeks meant Asia Minor, not Asia Major, and lands west of the Indus. Combined, they were destroyed by an immense volcanic eruption in around 1500 BC. Okay. So now I'm moving on to is America. America is All right. So now, you said Atlantis is from a dream of the philosopher Plato. You spell, no, not really. Atlantis is America. You said it keep freezing, it's buffering here for you. Man, I hope ain't nobody trying to report me because they don't like the information. You know how they be doing your boy, right? Maybe if I come back on screen again. Maybe if I come back on screen, it'll straighten up. All right. Y'all let me know if it's good again. Y'all let me know if it's good again. We'll kick it back up. Or if I need to restart it, y'all let me know. Anytime during the live I need to restart, just let me know and I'll restart it. So, all right. So, who is these Atlantians? All right, we just talked about it, right? So, we just ran down how Atlantis is America, America is Atlantis. When you talk about Atlanteans, you're talking about Americans. When you talk about Americans, you're talking about Atlantis. They're one and the same. Okay. Now, who are these so-called Atlanteans? Right? Who is these Americans? Right? Who is these Americans / Atlanteans? Right? Who is these people? Well, I got this glare in my phone. Hold on. Let me get it up straight. So it is now conceded by scholars that the genealogical table given in the Bible in Genesis is not intended to include the true Negro race or the Chinese, right? The Japanese, the Finns, or the Laps, the Australians, or the American red men. Okay? It refers altogether to the Mediterranean races, the Aryans, the Cushites, the Phoenicians, the Hebrews, and the Egyptians. All right. These same people. The sons of Ham were not true Negroes, but the dark brown races, right? The sons of Ham were not true Negroes. True Negroes are not Ham. We're not from Africa. This is what we've been trying to tell people. This is what they've been telling y'all. True Negroes aren't Ham. We're not from Africa. Okay? True so-called Negroes. We're not from Africa. We're not Ham. Okay? We're not Ham. Okay? But the dark brown races, if these races, the Chinese, the Australians, the Americans, etc., are not descended from Noah, they could not have been included in the deluge. If neither China, Japan, America, nor Northern Europe, nor Australia were depopulated by the deluge could not have been universal. But as it is alleged that it did destroy a country and drown all the people thereof except Noah and his family, the country so destroyed could not have been Europe, Asia, Africa, or America, or Australia. Okay? But it has been no universal distinction of, hold on, gotta move the comments. No universal distinction of the people of those regions. All right. He said they are from Japhet. Yeah. All right. So, all right. So who is these Atlantians? Okay. A writer and a popular, hold on, I got this glare on my phone, y'all. Give me a second. A writer in a popular Science Monthly, April 1881, page 828, points out the fact that there is an absolute identity between the folklore of the Negroes on the plantations of the South and the myth and the stories of certain tribes of Indians in South America. Okay? What they said? They said a writer points out the fact that there is an absolute identity between the folklore of the Negroes, on the plantation, right? Folklore, right? It's a folklore. This book was written in the 1870s. And they saying Negroes on the plantation is a folklore. What is a folklore, y'all? Y'all let me know what is a folklore before we continue going. What is a folklore? They said that the Negroes on the plantation is a folklore. A folklore simply means stories or myths. So Negroes on the plantation is a myth. A tale. Story. Alright. So there's an absolute identity. Right? There's an absolute identity. There's an absolute identity between the Negroes on the plantation and the Indians in South America. So they saying that the Negroes on the plantation are the Indians of South America. Alright? The Negroes on the plantation, lowercase n, adjective, describing the proper noun. What is the proper noun? The Indian. The Indian is where? From South America. As revealed by Mr. Hubert Smith, right? Brazil, the Amazons, and the coast. Okay? Mr. Harris, the author on the works of the folklore of the Negroes, asked this question. When did Negroes or the North American Indian, right? Negro, lowercase n, adjective, describing what? The proper noun. What is the proper noun? The North American Indian. When did the so-called Negro or the North American Indian come in contact with the tribes of the South America? Who is these Atlantians? Is it starting to become clear? Who's these Atlantians? Who's these Atlantians? All right. Who is these Atlantians? All right. Who is these Atlantians? Hmm. Let's keep going. All right. Let's keep going, all right? Let's keep going. So, broken between the two continents, it is difficult to conceive of such an immigration with an E, not an I, by an uncivilized people. Without Atlantis, how can we explain the fact that the early Egyptians were depicted by themselves as red men on their own monuments? And the ancient Egyptians are what, y'all? Negroes. All right? And on the other hand, how can we account for the representation of Negroes, lowercase n, adjective describing a proper noun, on the monuments of Central America? All right? Desiree Charnay now engaged in exploring those monuments, has published the North American Review for December 1880. Photographs of a number of idols exhumed at San Juan, from which I selected the following strikingly Negroid faces. Right? Negroid faces. What's that, Scorpio goddess? Negro faces. Pre-Columbian. Not African. Okay? All right. I said Negro faces. Negro faces in Central America. Punch guard. What's happening? All right. Nah, this shit clear on my end. That's y'all end fucking up. My end straight. I got the green dot. I'm smooth. The line moving smooth. That's y'all end. Coco said mine good. You said what you missed? We just getting started. We doing a Great Atlantis recap. I don't want that black. I'm about to fire up this paper plane. Roll it if y'all got it, man. Roll it if y'all got it. Roll it if y'all got it. All right, let's continue going. So now, let's recap. Atlantis is America. America is Atlantis. Plato told you and other people told you. Where is Atlantis? Well, if you're standing upright in anywhere of the Americas, you're on Atlantis. All right? If you're standing upright on any part of the Americas, you're in Atlantis. You're standing on Atlantis. You are in Atlantis. It never sunk. They told you it sunk. It never sunk. It sunk. It never sunk. A piece of it broke off. Okay? A piece of it broke off. A piece of Lemuria broke off. A piece of the other side broke off. But this whole landmass is Atlantis. Only a part of it broke off and sunk. We still here. So who is the Atlantians is what we getting into. So far, who is the Atlanteans? So far, Negroes. Atlantis is America. America is Atlantis. Negroes are Atlanteans, or Negroes are Americans. They're trying to figure out, how did we get here? Like everybody else trying to figure out. And we've been telling people that we was already here. We're from the soil. People can't believe it, that they just be like, well, so what? God parted the skies and just dropped y'all in America? I mean, shit, if you want to say that, yeah. Just like how he parted the skies and dropped Chinese people in China. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the case, but we already been here. From the sky, from the clay, from the waters, whatever. But, you know, we been here already. You know what I'm saying? Okay? We get that paper play going because it's about to get juicy. This is only the beginning. For real, this is only the beginning. It's about to get juicy. Exactly, parts of it sunk, like the Bermuda and the Welsh Islands. Facts. Facts. That's facts, Trill. All right. All right. Let's keep going, right? This is a Negro. All right, this is a Negro, right? So, the following cut, right? They talking about this. The following cut is from the courts in the palace of Palenque. He talking about this cut, this sculpture, right? This is from the courts of Palenque. The face is strongly Ethiopian. Ethiopian just means burnt face or Negro. Okay? The figure below represents a gigantic granite head, right? The figure below, giant granite head, right? Found near the volcano of Tulax in Mexican state in Veracruz. The features are unmistakably Negroid. It's unmistakably Negroid. You can't mistake these for nothing else but niggas. Was that this old eater? You can't mistake these for nothing but niggas. These are unmistakably Negroid. And notice they're saying Negroid, not Negro. Negroid means resembling a Negro. That don't mean it is a Negro. It just means Negroid means resembling a Negro. That don't mean that it's a Negro. A Negro and a Negroid are almost two different things, or two different people. Okay? It does. You can hop off my live, pull up a dictionary. You don't know me very well. I've been doing this for a long time. I got hella books, sources, documents, CIA records, dictionaries. I got all type of shit inside my phone and my computer. You don't know me very well, big dog, but you about to get to know me if you keep trolling. So, now, Negroid, resembling Negroes. Okay? All right? Inca people are not from Africa. Incas are not from Africa. I don't know who told you that shit. So now, unmistakably Negroid. Okay? Unmistakably Negroid. As the Negroes, lowercase n, adjective describing a proper noun, have never been a seagoing race. The presence of these faces among the antiquities of Central America proves one of two things. either the existence of a land connection between America and Africa via Atlantis, America is Atlantis, as revealed by the deep sea surroundings of the Challenger, or commercial relations between America and Africa through the ships of the Atlantians. Okay? Or niggas was already here. What's happening? Sleep no more. Peace, peace. All right? All right? Let's keep going. Right? We doing a big Atlantis recap, right? Who is the Atlanteans? Who is these Americans? Atlanteans, Americans. Who is these ancient people? So far, they saying they was Negro or Negroid. All right? Negro or Negroid, right? Let's go here to the Shadow of Atlantis, right? If y'all want to get the screenshot, let's go here. Shadow of Atlantis. Remember, Atlantis is America. America is Atlantis. So when they say the Shadow of Atlantis, they talking about the Shadow of America, or Amaruka, right? When they talking about the Shadow of Atlantis, they talking about the Shadow of Amaruka, America. Okay? What's happening, Jaguar? GLB was at it. Copper Boys was good. So let's get into it, right? Let's get it. Alright. We're going to go to page 40. Alright, we're going to go to page 40, right? The fact. Somebody tell me what is a fact in the comment. What is the definition of a fact? Because a lot of these trolls don't know what the word fact means. Somebody tell me what fact mean. Because a lot of trolls don't know what fact mean. Right? A lot of people think that we be writing these books and coming on live. A lot of people think we just be saying some shit like the book ain't behind us. Right? What is a fact, y'all? Somebody tell me, what is a fact? What is a fact? Undisputed truth, meaning you can't debunk this shit. Right? A fact is an undisputed truth, meaning you can't debunk this shit. The fact, the undisputed truth of the existence of black races, lowercase b, adjective describing a race, right, among the inhabitants of the lost continent mentioned in the Codex of Papavu is of the greatest interest. Here, though, ethnologists, meaning people who do this shit, imagine that Negroes appeared in the New World, but America's the real old world, right? Just showed y'all the book, right? Geological Sketches, America, the real old world. So can we substitute this real quick? Yes, substitute this because now we know better. Ethnologists imagine that Negroes appeared in the old world only during our own epoch when they were imported as slaves. But the most recent researches demonstrated that they first came to America in a period very remote. The Papavu relates that after the cataclysm befell the former fatherland, the Yushis, which is the Yuchi or Yushi Mayas, Yushi meaning children of the sun, peace, mother nurture, peace, peace. Right? Yushi Mayas. Yushi means children of the sun. The fatherland of the Yushi Mayas, one part of it spread eastward, presumably to Europe or to Africa. Perhaps latter immigrations with an E, not an I, were the forefathers of the Berbers and the Tuaregs. Who's the Berbers, y'all? Who's the Berbers? Who's the Tuaregs? Who's the Berbers? Let's see who the Berbers are. Let's see who the Berbers are. You got to stay. 222, we all in here synchronized. The Berbers. Right? Your Statue of Liberty is a Berber. Uh-oh. Your Statue of Liberty is a Berber. Your Statue of Liberty is a Berber. Who are the Berbers? The Berbers are descendants of the Yushi Mayas. And their ancient Berber language is Phoenicia. Right? Phoenician. Berbers, Amazigh, freemen, right? They like to call the African slaves freemen. Oh, these are freemans. These are Amazigh. Statue of Liberty crown. Statue of Liberty. Berbers or Moors are from Mauritania, not Morocco. Right? They're from Mauritania, not Morocco. Exactly. What is a free white person? What is a free white person? Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Moorish inhabitants, Celtic, Iberians, Sephardic Jews, right? Free white persons. When you do your census records and your ancestors come back as free white persons, that don't mean it was a white person. That mean it was a white person. When they talk about the African slave trade, they're talking about the slave trade of the Berbers, the Moors, the exile of them. Deported their ass right back home to America. Deported, yes, I used the right word. They deported them. All right. Y'all good? Y'all straight? Clicking on all cylinders. It's making sense. Y'all digging it so far? Berbers are not Arabic-speaking Muslims. They have their own language. They have their own language. The only ones that speak Arabic are the ones that's been colonized by Arabs. All of them wasn't colonized by Arabs. This is their flag right here. This their symbol. This their flag. There's nothing Muslim about this. This is called the Yaz. Right? This is called the Yaz. Y-A-Z. This is called the Yaz. This is their sovereign flag. Ain't nothing Muslim about that. Ain't nothing Moroccan about that shit either. All right. So let's get back to it. They're from Mauritania. It's in the name. Mauritania. M-A-U-R-I. Mar or Mur. It's in the name. Mauritania is the home of Moors. They're from the ancient kingdom of Mauritania, which is way older than Morocco. By the time you get to the kingdom or the empire of Morocco, it's all watered down with Arabs and Alawite dynasty motherfuckers, right? You can pull up the Alawite dynasty, A-L-A-W-I-T-E. When you pull up the Alawite dynasty of the Moroccan royal family who's been controlling Morocco since the 1600s, all these niggas is Habibi and them that's inside your smoke shop. So when you talk about the friendship, peace, and treaty that was signed between the United States and these niggas, it was so they can do commerce together. And as you can see, there's a smoke shop and a liquor store all in your neighborhood because these niggas is doing commerce together. And that's why I be trying to tell a lot of my brothers and sisters and some of these pseudo-Moors that the friendship, peace, and treaty is not your treaty. Because if it was your treaty, you would still be benefiting from it today. But you're not, because it was never for you. When you pull up the friendship, peace, and treaty and you look at the Sultan who signed it, which for some reason, all the pseudo-Moors like to ignore the Sultan who signed the motherfucking treaty. When you pull up the Sultan, Meli Muhammad, he is Alawite dynasty. He was Alawite dynasty. None of these so-called Negro Moors who be saying Moroccan this, Moroccan, none of these niggas' ancestors signed the friendship, peace, and treaty. Y'all was getting y'all ass with everybody else in America. Do you not know history, nigga? So y'all wasn't signing shit. Y'all was trying to keep motherfuckers off your ass. Okay? They signed it. Now, if you a real Moor, right? Berber, Turdegs, right? The descendants of the Yushi people, children of the sun, Mayas, real Moors, you were on the Confederate side of history, not the Union side. The United States is the Union. You were on the Confederate side fighting with the American Indians and the Republican, because the Republican is for the Negro. Okay? The Republican Party is for the Negro, remember? And the Republicans were Confederates. Who was the Confederates? The American Indians and the Moors, who were fighting against religious persecution. I got hella books and hella treaties about that. You got the Berber piracy treaties, where the Union States was paying Berbers a rent. They was paying. So the Berber piracy treaty was the Berbers extorting America because America was begging them to stop pirating their ships, because the Berbers were pirates as well, right? This is where you get the Pirates of Caribbeans. They're talking about the Berbers, right? They're talking about the Pirates of the Caribbeans. They used to raid these niggas' ships, free motherfuckers off the ships, right? There's a game called Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry Black Flag. It talks exactly about this when you can read between the lines, right? So we, as Confederates, signed a treaty with the Union States to stop pirating their ships, but y'all got to pay us a fee. Okay? So that's one treaty that was signed. You got another one, is the Berber Confederacy Treaty. All right? That's another one. Okay? That one deals with South Carolina and the Creek Indians and everything. There's 9 Confederacy treaties that people don't know about, because before it was a United States, it was Confederate States of America. Why? Because it was the Republic of America. It was the Republican of America. It was the Republic of America. So it was the Confederate of America before it was the Union. The reason why people don't understand none of this stuff is because they start in history with Union and United States. They're not going farther back to the Confederate shit when we was running shit. You gotta go back to the Confederate shit, then get into the United Union States. But that's the confusion, because everybody want to start with United States history. People ignore the Confederate States and the Confederate treaties, and the fact that Negroes was Republican at this time, not Democrats. All right, so let's keep going though, right? So let's keep going. So it says that the fatherland of the Yushi, children of the sun, Mayas, right? They said that they went to Europe and Africa, perhaps later immigrants for the fathers of the Berbers and Turdegs. But it is not improbable. It is not improbable that in the present African black population, the descendants of some Atlantean black-skinned tribes still exist. Still exists. Who are these Atlantean black-skinned tribes? Your Ethiopians, your Somalians, your Berbers, your Tuaregs, even your Fulani. Just to name a few. Niggas came from America. Right? Los, can you hold a class on the Confederate States era when you get a chance? Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I could definitely do that. Right? Right? Leplegon and Bonacroft have proved, right? They have proved, right? This goes with fact, undisputed truth. They have proved that certain Aboriginal Negro tribes inhabited America. They said what? They said they have proved that certain Aboriginal Negro, lowercase n, adjective describing proper noun. I gotta keep saying that because people don't know what an adjective is anymore. Motherfuckers don't even know their colors anymore, which is crazy. You wanna know why? People don't know their colors anymore. People will look at this and call it black. This shit is brown in a motherfucker. Right? People will look at this and be like, oh yeah, a black person. This is brown. All day long, shawty. Alright? This is brown. All day long, shawty. Okay? But people don't know their colors though. They be calling brown people black. That shit be wild. And people don't understand that race is a social construct. There's nothing biological about race. Okay? Race is a social construct. Based on the information above, sociologists, right, study the art that race objective reality. Right? Race has no objective reality, nigga. But rather is what people decide it is. In this view, race has no real existence other than what and how people think of it. How people think of it. What matters then are the ideas we have attached to race. We have attached to race. Race ain't real. It's not biological. It's a social construct. Who taught you this social construct? Who taught you to call me black? Who taught me to call you white? Got us believing in this box that niggas is white and black. Nigga, those are adjectives. That ain't no proper noun. Everybody has an ethnicity and a nationality. There's no such thing as white and black people. All right? This is why Africans can come to America and be classified as white. This is why the darkest Hindu motherfucker can come over here and be classified as white. It's a status. It's not biological, it's a status. White means first-class citizen, black means second-class citizen. That's all it means. Nothing more, nothing less. So all of these immigrants that's coming over here labeled as white, these niggas is first-class citizen over the aboriginal person. Come on, man. A social construct. So now, let's get back into the shadow of Atlantis. Okay? 6,000 years more elapse. Right? We up here. Elapse after the invasion, and according to Spence, the third wave of immigrants with an E, not an I, from Atlantis rushed upon Europe. This was the Azteladino race, which appeared in the Iberian Peninsula and Western France about 10,000 years ago, and apparently contemporaneously settled around the Bay of Biscay, and probably Basque, Bretons, Irish, and even the Berbers of Africa are their descendants. Right? Who is the descendants of the Azteladino race, which is part of the Yushi-Mayans, right? Yushi-Mayans gives you the Azteladino race, which then gives birth to your Basques, your Britons, your Irish, or your Chaldeans. Remember, the Chaldeans are originally Negroes, right? Your Chaldeans and even the Berbers of Africa are their descendants. It is very possible to hear the profile found by Professor Blardon on the large stone of Vandie mentioned earlier represents a man of this Atlantean race. Atlantean just means American, right? Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Atlantian, right? Atlantian just means America, right? This map is called the Atlantis Insula, right? Meaning Atlantis Island, right? This is called Atlantis Insula. Insula means island, so this is Atlantis Island. Plato said, where is Atlantis? If you're standing upright in any parts of America, you are in Atlantis, right? It says it right here, right? Atlantis, right? Atlantis. America is Atlantis. This is Atlas, or Aslan, as the Aztecs say that they come from. The Aztecs say they come from Aslan, or Atlas. This is right here. This is Atlantis. Atlantis is America. Okay? So don't get it twisted. All right, peace, y'all. Peace. Catch up in the comments. Y'all good? Y'all straight? Y'all enjoying the live? Peace. Let's keep going. Said, what about the Cherokee Indians? What about the Cherokee Indians? Peace. What's happening, Blue? What about the Cherokee Indians, bit out? Roll it if you got it. High Learning Book Club. Study high, take the test high, get high scores, right? Right. So I gotta hurry up. Shit, me and you both. I'm down to like 2 paper planes. I'm saving those for work. You already know how it is. I'm saving those 2 for work. It's gonna help me get through. But yeah. I was trying to see if they were a part of the MERS. The Ananawiya. So yeah. You can say that they are. You can say in a way they are part of the MERS, in a way. But I got a book for you. Sit tight. After this, I'm gonna flip to the book called The Algonquin Conquest of the Mediterranean Region, right? It's a dope book. But let's get into this real quick though. So the American Indian, right? This is source number 3, 4. What we on? 3, 4? Source number 3. We're gonna say source number 3, right? The American Indian. The whole subject complete in volume 1 by Elijah M. Hayes, right? Published in 1888. All right, published in 1888. He said, shit, you on source number 7. I appreciate it. If you believe that the Algonquins conquered the Mediterranean, then you are slow. Hey, why don't you believe that the Algonquins conquered the Mediterranean? I mean, you are welcome to join my panel if you disagree real quick. I don't mind having a discussion. I don't mind to have a discussion. I send an invite. Let's see. Let's see if he take the invite. If he'll take the invite, then he just trolling. He just trolling. There's always people that think they know everything and never cracked open a book. But you know. All right. And none of them ever got sources to disprove me either. All right, so he ain't taking the bait. All right, so let's keep going though, right? So let's keep going. So now, inside the American Indian book, right? Let's get here to some descriptions real quick, right? I told y'all I got some side gems, right? This is an Atlantis live, but I told y'all I got some shit to drop in the middle. So this is that shit that I got to drop in the middle, right? So now, we right here. In regards to complexion, the fact, right? What is fact again? Undisputed truth. In regards to complexion, the undisputed truth, the fact is noted that the natives, lowercase n, adjective describing the group of people, right, of the region are not darker than those of the mountains of the temperate zone. Off the southwest coast of California is the beautiful island of St. Catharines. The natives on this island are of a ruddy complexion, right? It's a ruddy complexion, the red and the white blending with beautiful effects, right? What is ruddy, y'all? Whilst the tribes on the adjacent mainlands in the same latitude are dark complected, right? They are dark complected. They are a cinnamon color. What is a cinnamon color? Because it sure ain't Georgia. All the natives that be calling us Wabo and pretendians and shit, ain't none of these niggas cinnamon color. Have y'all noticed that? Everybody that be calling you a Wabo and pretendian, ain't none of these niggas cinnamon color. They ain't dark complected. They ain't cinnamon color. What's cinnamon complexion? What's a cinnamon complexion? What is a cinnamon complexion? Brown, right? Somebody's a cinnamon. I think I'm a cinnamon complexion. I'm probably a little bit darker, but I'm probably like a cinnamon complexion. You know, if the sun hit me right, you know what I'm saying? If it was summertime and spring, I'd be cinnamon. You know, shit, right now it's cold. I'm a little mocha. Right? All right. So now, right, cinnamon complected. The older people of the Cherokees, right? Here go the Cherokees. The older people of the Cherokees are described as an olive complexion. What is an olive complexion, y'all? The older people of the Cherokees. You said it right there, big dog. You said, and my mom is Cherokee, right? Brown complexion, right? You said my grandmother was Cherokee, and she is dark brown, right? You said it right when I said the older people of the Cherokees are described as an olive complexion. Right? While their young girls are as fair as the daughters of the white race. Fair just means they're light skinned. All right? Fair just means light skin. That's all it means. It just means light skin. And we got light skinned people. There's a lot of light skinned people inside my life right now. All right? Mother nurture silly, right? Shout out to the red bones, the yellow bones. You know what I'm saying? The ruddies. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, just don't reply to them. Just don't reply to them. We'll let them have fun. Everybody back. I ain't tripping. We good. We good. So the Choctaws, right? The Shottas of the Appalachian group have rounded features, their cheekbones being less prominent than those of the Indians of the plains. Their eyes large, oval, and brilliant, and though not blue, have the mild expression that pertains to that color. They are an endearing and patient people. They are an endearing and patient people. I ain't get that quality from the Shottas. My Shotta ancestors didn't pass on the patience to me. That probably comes from my Arawaka and Haitian ancestors, because, you know, us Haitians, us Arawakas can be a little impatient at times, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a battle. So, you know, hey, look, Check it out though, right? So, and you know, they just going through complexions, right? American Indians come in all skin complexions, right? The Kaws are lank, lean, and long. Their shoulders broad, limbs muscular, complexion lighter than most of the neighboring tribes, eyes small, piercing black, and fiendish expression. Okay? These tribes down here has a hazel complexion. What is a hazel complexion? Right? They got a hazel complexion. These people got a dark bronze complexion. What happened to all the dark Indians, nigga? What happened to all the dark Indians? We sitting here reading. We ain't even flipped to the other page. Just these right here, just hazel, cinnamon, dark, black complexion. Niggas is bronze. And what happened to all these dark complected Indians? Because let mainstream tell it, let Joya ass tell it, let all these fair-skinned natives tell it. What's happening, Rashad? They was these people. Nah, for real. Let Joya and all these natives tell it, this was them. They just stopped going outside. I swear to God, that's what they believe. You're reading about us. This is us, all the bronze and black and we just stopped going outside. Y'all stop going outside? Yes. By you saying you stopped going outside, I know you ain't never been dark-skinned a day in your life, nigga. You came out of your mama's womb that complexion, nigga. Stop playing. Your mama that complexion, nigga. Stop playing. You ain't never been dark complected a day in your life. I've been dark my whole life, nigga. I ain't never turned white. How long do you gotta be inside the house before you turn white? Nah, for real, how long? Cause I'm trying to do this experiment. I'm trying to experiment on this shit. That's not how melanin work, big dog. You don't just stay inside the house and you lose melanin. Melanin is genetics, nigga. If your parents dark, you dark. Like, just off of the response, I know niggas ain't never been melanated a day in their life. Cause that's not how it work. That's not how it work, fam. That's not how it work. You don't just stay in the house and go from dark browns to pink. Fuck, the whole tribe got Villalago or some shit. The fuck? What happened to the dark-skinned indigenous people? Right? What happened to the dark-skinned ones? What happened to the engine babies? What happened to the engine babies? Mother Nature said they mixed in and bred out their genes. Nah, they ain't mixed in and bred out the genes. We still here. We still here. You still here. You shot her. I'm shot her. I'm still here. We still here. We ain't breed out nothing. The Alaskan natives got bred out. That's why they pale. Cause you know Siberians are originally dark skinned. I got pictures of hella dark skinned Siberians and Chinese folks and shit. And them niggas got bred out. That's why they got them YT ancestors in their family tree that they be hiding. Shit, we still here. The engine baby's still here. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going though, right? Let's keep going. The The general description of the Indian tells us that the Aboriginals of America is straight of stature, muscular, having coarse black hair. Oh, okay. You talking about the natives. All right. Now I'm talking about us, the dark-skinned ones. Right? They said a general description of the Indian tells us that the Aboriginals of America are straight of stature, muscular, right? Being coarse or having, right? Muscular, having coarse black hair. That boy said coarse. That boy said coarse. I ain't got black hair though. I got sandy brown hair. Probably come from my Irish side, but that boy said coarse though, right? That boy said coarse. Well-formed limbs, right? Well-formed limbs, man. Y'all know how we built. Y'all know how we built. We come out muscular. Every one of our kids came out with triceps and shit. Muscular. Well-formed limbs. Deep chest. Say it with your chest, nigga. Brown or copper-colored complexions. Brown or copper-colored complexions. Brown or copper-colored complexions. The general description of the Indian tells us that the Aboriginals of America are straight in stature, muscular, having coarse black hair, well-formed limbs, deep chest, brown or copper complexion. They are very swarthy. They ain't no regular swarthy, right? They ain't regular swarthy. These niggas is very swarthy. In Florida. Right? These Indians are very swarthy. The ones in Florida. And we know because them niggas in Florida is Wesley Snipes. I love my Florida babies. I love y'all. I love my Florida people. I got family down there in Miami and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Zoes and all my mainland Indians, you know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas is Wesley Snipes down there. But you know, all that sun be hitting you, y'all right there by the islands, you know, it's all good. Very swarthy. And a dirty red complexion. This ain't Joya and them. This ain't the natives that be calling us wabos. Right? This ain't the natives that be calling us, the natives that be calling us wabos ain't very swarthy. These niggas ain't even swart. Like, for real. What are we talking about here? The definition of swarthy is black. Or black as the African is the example that they would use. So when they say that these Indians in Florida, which is part of Louisiana, right? Florida is part of Louisiana, right? Florida is part of Louisiana. The Indians in Florida, which is part of Louisiana, are very swarthy. That includes Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, Louisiana, right? Remember what La Florida is, right? Florida, La Florida, part of Louisiana, right? That big ass, yeah. All right. Y'all know we dark down there in the South. Yeah, we got light-skinned folk down there, but y'all know we dark down there. Don't let us throw the golds in there. All right? All right. Who is these Atlantians? All right, who is these Atlantians? They also said, all right, they also said that the Yushi Mayas, right, who come from the fatherland of Atlantis, which is America, they spread it out during the deluge. Some of them went to Europe, some of them went to Africa. I just read the ones that went to Africa, they became the Berbers, Turdegs, right? Your so-called Murs of Mauritania. Now, the so-called Atlantians that went to Europe became your Bretons. Because remember the list of the names that it said of the nations that came from the Yushi Mayans that spread it out, right? The Bretons, the Phoenicians, etc., right? So let's go here to Ancient and Modern Bretons, a retrospect, volume 1. Okay? Who is these Atlanteans? Alright? Who is these Atlanteans? They left and went to Africa and became your Murs, Mauritanians, or what you know in history as Moors. They went to Europe, right? I can see that becoming the Tuareg information, right? Because the Tuaregs are nomadic Murs, or nomadic Berbers, nomadic Moors, right? So now, the Moors, or the Murs of Mauritania, the Berbers, the Tuaregs, right? They went to Africa, became your Murs. They went to Europe and still became your Murs, or your blacker Murs, or your blacker Moors, right? We talking about ancient Bretons. They went to Africa and became your Moors. They went to Europe and became your Moors. Same damn people, right? Now, what is a Moor? And everybody always be asking, man, what's a Moor? Man, you'll get like 10,000 definitions of what a Moor is. A nigga be like a tree. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. Oh, we're going to do a recap, big dog, if you got time. If you got time, we're going to do a recap. And like, this is what this is real quick before I have to go clock in. But yeah, you ask anybody what a Moor is, you'll get 1,000 different definitions. Nigga be like, the Arabs, Muslims, North Africans, niggas, astronauts, aliens, trees, carpet, M&Ms, nigga, anything with an M, nigga. That's what a Moor is, nigga. You, me, the sky, the clouds, the God, the birds. You be like, nigga, what? The fuck is a Moor? Nigga, I just told you, you ain't listening, nigga. Circle 7, nigga. What, nigga? Then you go over here to this side of the Indian community and you ask these, man, what's a Moor? I asked this nigga, I don't know what he said. Hey, y'all know what a Moor is? Ah, you talking about them sellout niggas? That's it. Them sellout niggas in history? Yeah, that's what a Moors is, nigga. Fuck them. Like, damn. None of y'all know any history? I'm looking for a book. I'm looking for some history, nigga. Who the fuck is these niggas? Luckily, your boy Science for the Conscious Mind is here, and I've been dropping history on who these niggas is for the longest, man, so you ain't got to go through all that. So, now, when Claudian wrote for a long time after mortis signify a great deal more than a native of Mauritania. Stop. For those that be saying Moors is from Africa, no. Every time you look up the definition of a Moor, it's going to tell you native. Let's not forget what a native is. Let's not forget. Because people like to cherry pick shit. Right? Native mean the same thing like we would be, y'all Native Americans. It just means you niggas is born there. Same shit. These niggas is just born here. Right? Because they from America. So they're native to Mauritania, nigga. They was just born there. They were just born there. So they are native of Mauritania, not Morocco. Where are the Moors from? They're from Mauritania, is in the name. Mauritania, That's where you get Moor from. Mauritania. Where they from? Lumeria, children of Mu. These the children of Mu. Okay? They're natives of Mauritania. Only it may be more correct to say that Mauritania implied as much, though in a difficult quarter, as Cynthia. Okay? Any Latin dictionary, especially an old one, at least, will tell you that mortis is a Moor. Lowercase m, adjective describing a proper noun. They capitalized the M later on in history. Moor has always been lowercased until they start capitalizing later on, just like how black been lowercase, but then, you know, it's a capital B now. Mortis is a Moor, which is an adjective describing a proper noun. Who is the proper noun? We're going to get to the proper nouns in a second, but it's an adjective, right? Or a blackamoor, or a tawny Moor, right? Light-skinned nigga, right? Motherfucker like Kush Day. You know what I'm saying? Kush Day would be a tawny Moor, right? Yusef and them would be tawny Moors, right? Light-skinned niggas. Okay? What's that in order? And Shakespeare uses the word Moor, lowercase m, as a synonym for Negro. Negro, Negroid, Moor, Blackamoor, Mer, Indigenous, Aboriginal, all these adjectives going for dark-skinned people, right? As that last word bears nowadays a somewhat restricted meaning, it may be better to take the old-fashioned blackamoor as the nearest English rendering mortis, signifying thereby any. What is a blackamoor? What is a mortis? What is a Moor? What is a Mauritanian? Signifying any black or brown skinned man. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going though. Because our Israelite brothers and sisters will tell you, man, we scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Y'all will say, man, we everywhere, nigga. Niggas is everywhere. But you don't even know that you're talking about Atlantian history or American history. You don't even know it. You saying it, but you don't even know you saying it. So who is these blackamoors in Europe? Let it once be understood that the Picts of history were blackamoors. Let it once be understood that the Picts in history are blackamoors. Who is the blackamoors? They come from the Ushimayas. Who is the Picts? All right. Who is the Picts? All right. All right. Therefore, it becomes evident that some race of Scandinavians must have been black Huns. Damn, black Huns? The Huns is niggas too? Also with physical characteristics approaching that of a Pictish Moor. Pictish Moor, right? Atlantian. Either in the Australoid or in the Mongoliad direction. Mongolia, huh? Mongolia, black Huns, Pictish Moors, and all these Negroes, right? So, when they say the Pictish Moors or the Picts are blackamoors, remember what a Moor is. A Moor is a Mer of Mauritania, a Berber, a Tuareg, right? A nomadic Berber, right? Berber is a derogatory term, right? So a Tuareg is a nomadic Berber, right? Amazigh, Freeman, right? Morty, the historical Berber tribe of North Africa. It ain't got shit to do with Morocco, right? So when they say the Picts are blackamoors, this is what the Picts will be looking like. When you read stories of, oh, the Africans hid amongst the American Indians, these the only motherfuckers that can hide amongst you. Excuse my French, oui, bonjour, parlez-vous français. These the only ones that can hide amongst you because they look like you. She looked like Serena Williams before the fucked up shit. Alright? These the only ones that can hide amongst you. Again, your Statue of Liberty. Your Statue of Liberty. Real African slave trade. It's the slavement of the Mauritanians, of the kingdom of Mauritania when the Arab slavers came through. They speak a Zanaga language that resembles Phoenician, right? Ancient Berber alphabet, which resembles Phoenician, ancient Greek and shit, right? Pictish Moors. All right, so now, real quick, remember I told you, this is a wide synopsis of Atlantis, right? And shit that's in between. This is another one of those shit that's in between. So now, the ancient Britons is the Atlantians. The Atlantians are the Americans, right? And these are the descendants of the Yushi Mayans, right? That left during the deluge. So now these are the ancient Britons that we know now. So now, when you get into history of the Anglo-Saxons coming over, conquering the Britons, and the Anglo-Saxons become the British, right? Now you got to start asking yourself, was those niggas too? The Anglo-Saxons was most definitely niggas too. Hold on, wait a minute, bro. Hold on. So you telling me in ancient time it was niggas fighting niggas? In ancient times, it was niggas fighting niggas. YT people didn't exist yet. But not all skin folk is your kinfolk, though. Just because it's all niggas fighting niggas, not all skin folk your kinfolk. We talking about Anglo-Saxons. This is the tribe of Japhet. Caucasians, nigga. Monkey DNA niggas. Oh, what you thought? Neanderthals and wild men were just white niggas? No, there's black Neanderthals. There's black wild men. The white folk had to come from the dark ones, right? Wait a minute, so you telling me there's black wild men? Yeah, you seen black wild men too. You ain't never been to a restaurant and a nigga be like, yeah, I want my steak raw. A little pink on the inside, nigga. A little blood. You be looking at that nigga like, damn, bro, ain't no niggas eat that shit. You ain't never seen no barbaric nigga, soulless, no conscience. Nigga just be out here wilding. Just because you melanated don't mean you got a soul. There's only specific people that's children of the sun. Sun meaning soul, children of the soul. Soul, etymology, definition, instinctively quality attributed, felt by black Americans. So they are specific that are soul, pretty much black Americans. So who is these other niggas? Who soulless? Who ain't got no problem selling you up out the river. Right? Let's get into the origins of the Anglo-Saxons real quick so you can understand what type of niggas went over there to conquer the ancient Britons. And I do mean niggas. Right? Now, Atlantis Day. So now, you're going to flip to page 114. All right? Their descendants are among the darkest people of Europe. Their descendants are among the darkest people of Europe. And as they were thralls, some of them may have been accompanied by their lords. The Danes and Norse, right? And Norse having the general race characteristics of tall, fair men, light skin, must have been sharply distinguished in appearance from the Vikings, right? Must have been sharply distinguished in appearance from the Vikings. So if the Norsemen was tall, fair men, and they are distinguished from the Vikings, what do the Vikings look like? What the fuck do the Vikings look like? Well, the Vikings, such as those of Jomberg, for many of those were probably of a dark complexion. There is an interesting record of the descent of Dark Sea, right? The Dark Sea, what? Dark Sea rovers on the coast of North Wales in the Annals of Carby under the year of 987, which tells us that Grahot's son Harold with black men devastated Angelisa and captured 2,000 men. Okay? All right? The black men. Huh? In TV, they be having white Vikings with locks, braids, and a huge stature. When I saw the locks, I knew, yeah. All right. So, some of the darker winds may have been among the black Vikings. All right. Some of the winds may have been amongst the black Vikings, referred to in the Irish Annals as well as those in Wales, and may have been the people who have left the Anglo-Saxon name. These black Vikings were Anglo-Saxons. These black Vikings left the Anglo-Saxon name Blackmane. See? Blackmane. Blackmane. You nigga from Tennessee. Let me find out the black Vikings from Memphis, man. So these black Vikings who were Anglo-Saxons left the Anglo-Saxon name Blackmane, Berg, which occurs in one of the characters of Blackmane Stone on the Kentish coast and Blackmane Stone on the Dorset coast. As late as the time of Doomsday Survey, we meet with the records of people apparently named after their dark complexions. These people are named after their dark complexions, and their name is Black. Huh? In Buckinghamshire, Blackman, Sternius, and others are mentioned in Sussex. Sussex is South Saxon. Okay, when you see Sussex, S-U-S-E-X, it's South Saxons, right? South Saxons, just like that black girl that married Prince Harry. Is that nigga Harry, Prince or King Harry, whatever the little white ginger head nigga is. His wife is part of the South Saxon family. Okay, real shit. Yeah, Megan, you can pull it up. She got ties to the South Saxon family. I researched her black ass. And I do mean black ass. Nah, but for real though, she has ties to the South Saxons, because the South Saxons are, of course, dark skinned. Told you, dark skinned people is always in the South for some reason. So one name Black in Suffolk's in Blackmanius, right? In Stuarticus, right? Stuart comes from Swart or Swarthy, right? And others at Lincoln. The invasion of the coast of the British Isles. Here we go. Remember who the Britons is. The Britons come from the Mayans, the Atlantians, the Americans. Remember who the ancient Britons is. The Blackamoors, the Blackamers, right? So now the invasion of the coast of the British Isles by Vikings of a dark or black complexion rest on historical evidence, which is too circumstantial to admit doubt. Meaning, you can't debunk this shit either. So you got black Vikings invading the coast of the British Isles, going to war with ancient Britons who come from the Atlantians, who are the Mayans, the children of the sun. And they conquered these Britons, and they became your British, or your black British people of today. Your black British people of today are your black Anglo-Saxons of yesterday. That's why they love white people. Nah, real shit. I'm not saying go out here and hate white people, but I'm saying this is why they love white folks, because that's their brothers, that's their sisters, that's their counterparts, nigga. They're more related to them than you. You be wondering why all these dark-skinned niggas in Europe don't like you? It's because these niggas invaded your ass a long time ago. And your brothers and sisters, they know who you is. What's happening, oh? The black Europeans know who you is. Right? We talking about darker forefathers, Anglo-Saxons. The black Vikings were Anglo-Saxons, and they left their names everywhere. And they were named after their complexions. Black mane. Right? Stuartus. Stuart comes from swarthy. These Vikings invaded the British Isles where the black Britons was at. And they were Vikings of black complexion. Hollywood ain't never shown us no Vikings of black complexion. If Hollywood showed us black Vikings with the locks, niggas be like, oh shit. But they be showing y'all YT people with matted hairs and shit. Niggas, oh yeah, oh. Same thing they did with Queen Anne. Right? In the Irish annuals, the black Vikings are called Dub Genti. Or Dub Genti. Dub means black. Genti means Gentiles. These black Vikings who are Anglo-Saxons who come from the tribe of Japhet are black Gentiles. Hello. The black Gentiles on some occasions fought against other plunderers of the Irish coast. Now stop. They in Ireland right now, right? They in Ireland. They are in Ireland. I'm going to say that again. They are in Ireland. Who is in Ireland, y'all? Who is in Ireland? Y'all let me know. Y'all been going ham inside the comments, so I know y'all hands free. Who in Ireland? They said that these black Vikings who are black Gentiles also raided the coast in Ireland. Who they raiding? Was St. Patrick really a white man, or was St. Patrick a black Christian? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Was St. Patrick really a white man, or was he a black Christian? Who was an Anglo-Saxon? All right. See you, K-Real. All right. Everyone that everyone folks. Some of these people is y'all folks. Hey. The Chaldees, right? Hey. Chaldees. All right, let's go here to the Anaclipsis, right? Let's go here to the Anaclipsis, volume 2. Book was published in 1836. This is an old ass book, right? 1836. Right? Let's go here real quick. Here. Let's go to page 364. Who is the Chaldeans? Right? Who is the Chaldeans? Where is that? First, we're going to start right here. In consequence of the prejudice. All right? In consequence of the prejudice, for it is really prejudice against the Negro. I ought rather to say against the possibility of a Negro being learned and scientific, arising from an acquaintance with the present Negro character, right? The Chaldees, who are in Ireland, the original Irish, the Chaldees were originally Negroes. The Chaldees were originally Negroes. So not only was these black Vikings or these Negro Vikings raided the black Britons, They also went over there and raided the black Chaldees. Well, it's a lot of black on black shit going on right now. hey, it's a lot of Negro on Negro shit going on right now. The Chaldees were originally Negroes. Guess who else is Negroes? The Buddhists were Negroes. The Buddhists were Negroes. Who created Buddhism? Negroes. Since everybody in the world in this app want to call us Negroes after we told them don't call us that, fuck it. Let's be Negroes and just teach them Negro history so they can learn that all y'all niggas come from Negroes or Negroid people. Shit, fuck it. I'll take being called a Negro right now. Because goddamn, all these prominent people are Negroes. The Chaldeans become your Hebrews. Whether people believe it or not, your Chaldeans are your Hebrews. They later become your Israelites. So if the Chaldeans are originally Negroes, your Hebrews are Negroes. Your Sephardic Jews who are Hebrews, Jacobite ship log niggas was coming over here. They were Negroes. They were Negroes. The Brahmins are Negroes. All the gods are Negroes. Shit, fuck it. I'll be a Negro right now. What you talking about? All this damn rich history. Oh, my bad. Uh-oh, we got to pull back. There we go. We got to pull back. Pull back for a little second. We y'all let me know when we good. All right. I went too deep and started tweaking. We went too deep and started tweaking. Right? Look. we know that the pigs are the Chaldeans, the Chaldeans are the pigs, these are Negroes. Right? We know that these are Negroes. Right? The pigs are black, Chaldeans, Hebrews, so far the Jews. Right? All right, so let's go here. Let me warm my car up. This is almost time for me to pull out. I got like 30 minutes. So we got 30 minutes left before I have to go ahead and go to work. So we gonna run through it real quick. And we gonna save some for later on. We're gonna run through a nice little bit and we're gonna save some more for later on, because I got a lot of gems in this one for y'all. Y'all enjoying it? Everything good? Y'all straight? If you new to the page, make sure you hit that plus button so you be notified every time I go live. For real, if you new to the page, hit that plus button right now so you be notified every time I go live. Y'all let me know when it's good. Cool. So this book comes from Les Berbers in America, okay, meaning the Berbers in America. All right, this book, if y'all want to screenshot it, archives.org. This book is called Les Berbers in America, meaning Berbers in America. Okay, and we know who the Berbers are. Right now we know who the Berbers are and everything like that. So I translate this in French, so I had to translate it, right? So to the Bacritas tribe of Venezuela, I attach the Ablicates and the Ablicates of Brazil and the Abacoas of the Lucais Island. I bring them closer to the names of 3 African tribes indicated by Pro-Lami and the Beragris of the Beragaras by other authors of Kuwaka and Verkaites from the same region. And finally, the Benots of the Tribeliu, he placed the first in the current raft and perhaps should see. Okay? Flipping the page. So he's saying he finding connections with African tribe names and South American tribe names in Venezuela. I'm changing the background. I'm changing the background. So flipping the page, right? Again, Les Berbers en Amérique, meaning Berbers in Americas in French, right? This is a French book. So now translated again, it says the ethnic Berber or Barbar seems to me an alteration of the very name of the Berbers, whose Indian origin seems assured to me. They said what? They said the ethnic Barbar seems to me an alteration of the very name Berber, whose Indian origin, native to Africa, they have an Indian origin, seems assured to me. I developed this last point elsewhere and would take too long to come back to it here. I will therefore content myself with saying that I share this subject, the opinion of the geographer Ritter, that recent your discoveries of African ethnography come strengthened each day. Meaning that the more that they study this shit, the more they finding connections. There's a lot of African tribes that still carry American Indian tribes today. And the Berbers is one of them. Okay? The Berbers is one of them. Right? Indian origin, the Berbers. What's that in flex? Atlantis, right? Atlantians, huh? How is all, before I get ready to wrap it up, how, ask yourself this, if this shit ain't true, how do the Berbers of Mauritania and the Moshe African tribe and a lot more other African tribes, how do they have American Indian tribe names? How do the Berbers have a Phoenician alphabet? Why do they speak a Zanaga language? Why is there pyramids everywhere? Why is there hieroglyphics? Why everybody got the same deluge story? Why is all of these people Negroes from America? Why is all these people Negroes from America that scattered to the four corners of the world and became something new? Because you know we always invent new culture, no matter where we go. That's what we always do. Right? How is that possible if so-called Atlantis isn't real? America is Atlantis. I can't say that shit harder enough. I can't say that shit deeper enough. I can't read, man, look, I could read thousands of books that say this shit, bro. America, you are in Atlantis right now. Let me show you something before I get up out of here. The reason why you don't know that America is Atlantis anymore is because they destroyed everything. The reason why you don't know America is Atlantis anymore is because they destroyed everything. The reason why you don't know America is Atlantis is because they destroyed everything that said America is Atlantis. reason why you don't know America is Atlantis is because they destroyed everything. They left little remnants. You call them Tartaria style buildings, you call them World Fair buildings, you say all this type of shit, but they just recently destroyed Atlantis. All that flood, deluge that they be trying to tell you happened 10,000 years ago, that shit didn't happen that long ago. It ain't happened that long ago. It just happened. I'm not even capping. It just happened. They destroyed Atlantis and created a new. They destroyed Atlantis and created a new history and story and gave it to you. The reason why they don't want you or me to know the truth, the reason why they don't want you to study and find out that you are an Aboriginal American is because you will learn that you are the Atlantean. You still here. You are the so-called Atlantean. You still here. Atlantis is America. Atlantean is American. You American. You Atlantean. Lemuria. Whatever title you want to put on the shit. You are that. You are the child of the sun. This is your land. This is your soil. These was your buildings. This was your technology. This was your free energy. This was your inventions. This was your shit. They destroyed it and subconsciously turned you into a slave. Using your hoodoo on you. That's why that movie is called Roots. They saying roots, not like ancestor, but roots, as in spell, nigga. Roots is to capture a spirit. And our people been under a spell for a long time. They just destroyed Atlantis. And you still here. You still here. Alright? So, with that being said, we're going to put a pin right here. Tartarians are Atlanteans. They're the same people. When you talk about Tartaria Empire, Mississippian Empire, the Haitian Empire, when you talk about Atlanteans, Americans, when you talk about Indians, Moors, Mers, Lemurians, when you talk about Picts, Sephardic Jews, ancient Egyptians, when you talk about these main people who spread civilization, culture, and inventions and all, you're talking about the same people. They just went by different names. They all come from America and they scattered out and spread civilization, the knowledge and everything from America. That's why all the gods are American gods and they come from here. All the Zeuses, all the Junos, all the Bacchus, all the Saturns, all the Buddhas, all the Krishnas, all the Thoths, all of them are American gods. They come from here. These are the same people. Right? These are the same people. Don't get them confused with the Negroes of Japhet or the Negro Anglo-Saxons or the Negro wild men or the Negro oppositions on the other side. Don't get us confused, because not all skin folk to kin folk. I'm only talking about specific people in history who spread civilization and cultivated and innovated and pushed society forward. I'm only talking about them. We all the same people. We come from America. Whether people don't understand it, whether people don't care to understand it, whether people won't accept it, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. The proof is in the books. Y'all said read from the old books. Niggas been reading from the old books. I got a 1600 book that say America is Atlantis. And I'm going to bring that to y'all when I come back on here, right? Like, how old of a book do we need to go? I got a book from the 1600s that say Atlantis is America, America is Atlantis, and you still here. So this is a 1600 book I'm about to bring to y'all when I hop back on a little bit later on today when I get off work. So we got 1600 books, we got 1700 books, we got 1800 books, and we got 1900 books that talk about America is Atlantis and is populated by Negroes, and we still here. So me personally, I don't know what the problem with understanding this information is when it still puts you in America anyways. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't found the motherfucker yet to debunk nothing that I'm talking about. Or none of the books that I'm talking about. You feel me? So peep game and understand it. You come from an extended family. So 444, we all synchronized. With that being said, I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna put a pin in it. I'm about to get ready to go ahead and clock back in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the love, the support, the likes, the love, the gifts, the shares. Shout out to the subscribers. If you want to subscribe to the channel, $2.99 a month, you can. You get the link to my Telegram. I put all the books there that you can download. Yeah, I got a book from the 1600s. Yep, I'm gonna bring it out when I come back on. So if you're new to the page, make sure you hit that plus button so you'll be notified every time I go live. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. I hope y'all got y'all screenshots. I hope some of this information stick with you, and we gonna come back on a little bit later. So with that being said, vibrate high, be productive, enjoy your day, always smile, and always be a seeker of knowledge, and always check behind the content creators that's bringing y'all information. Don't take everybody's word for it. Do your own research with your own understanding. We just giving y'all the sources. It's up to you to read, and it's up to you to teach your kids. All right? So with that being said, y'all enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit later. I get off at like 9 o'clock, so we'll probably get on about 10 Eastern time if y'all still up.